This is Don't Mind Me, I'm Different. And I'm your host, Ron Sowers, here to teach you how to put a foot in depression's ass and turn ADHD from a perceived weakness into a superpower, where you can be the hero in your own story. Let me be your guide to join in legions of Avengers just like yourself. Speak out and break the chains of this stigma, so you'll be the one at your job that people come to instead of running away from. Take back your life and own your difference. Just a quick disclaimer, I'm just a guy with ADHD and depression. I am not a professional. So if you are struggling with these, depression especially, please seek out professional help before it's too late. Hey, my ADHD warriors, welcome back. This is episode 15, and I talk about how amazingly underappreciated water truly is. The science behind water is essential, especially for those of us with ADHD and depression. And I reveal a secret power that water has before I give you tips on how to get more water. So make sure you stay till the end. Welcome back, guys, and we have an exciting episode. It's about water. I know. Crazy, right? Water is an amazing substance that covers more than half the entire earth and tends to get overlooked and, frankly, taken for granted. Trust me, if scientists are still learning about how water works, I know that I'm definitely guilty of this. Thales, a 6th century philosopher, hypothesized that water is the primary substance of all beings, and he wasn't alone. Many other cultures throughout history considered this dynamic substance essential to life, and without it, this planet would look entirely different. Outside water's life-sustaining abilities, it has so many unique and interesting characteristics. First, it is the only material that exists in 3 different forms on this earth: solid, liquid, and gas. Beyond that, it continues to recycle itself in many different ways, from rainwater to spring reservoirs. Just think about that for a minute. You could be very well drinking the exact same water that Benjamin Franklin himself once quenched his thirst. Whoa. Water also is a relatively heavy substance, which creates a lot of pressure from the depths of the ocean, which then creates challenges for engineers and submarine design. And I'm sure some of you homeowners know from busted pipes this winter that water is nothing to play around with. Not to mention surface tension, which happens because water molecules are strongly attracted to one another, creating raindrops and allowing many insects to walk on the surface. I could go on and on and on and bore you with all the scientific details and different ways that go unseen about how water is fascinating, mysterious, and helpful, and limited. I say all of this only to drive home the importance of water beyond the obvious. And if you are interested in finding out more about water and how it affects not only our lives but the entire world, check out this article called The Science of Water. So, why is water especially beneficial for us with ADHD? So, now imagine for a moment that your brain is a high-performance Formula One race car. ADHD is the driver, and yeah, it's a bit distracted. Maybe fiddling around with the radio, looking out the window, and occasionally slamming on the brakes. Now, what's the fuel that keeps that car zooming along at top speed? Water. Yeah, you heard that right. Plain old H2O is like a premium gas for your brain. So picture this. When you're dehydrated, it's like your brain car is driving through molasses. You're trying to focus, but everything is so slow. And suddenly, your thoughts are swerving left and right. Like, wait, what was I doing? Was that a squirrel? I should Google the history of bread. But I digress. Hydration helps wash away a lot of that mental gunk, so your brain can stop zigzagging all over the road. Sure, you're going to get distracted, and there's no avoiding that. You just won't get bogged down as often. And get this, when you drink water, your brain actually feels happy. It's like giving your brain a cool shower after a hot day. You know, that refreshing, yeah. Your brain does that too. A happy brain means you'll feel less fidgety or impulsive and a little more in control of your thoughts. You might even sit through that whole movie without pausing it 27 times to get up and get like a snack or something. Plus, hydration is the secret weapon against grumpy brain mode. Yeah. You know that feeling when you're so irritated that even the sound of someone chewing too loudly makes you want to scream? Dehydration is a sneaky mood vampire that does exactly that. I mean, imagine how you feel when it's hot, you're thirsty, tired, and let someone try and ask you to do something. But guzzling some water, and suddenly you're the Zen master of patience, ready to handle the world like with ninja-like calm. Not really. But you see the point. So anytime you feel like your stock car is running on fumes, take a break and grab a bottle of cold water. Just try to remember, our brain is like a high-performance engine that burns through fuel at an alarming rate. So we use more, and therefore we need more often for optimal performance. Look, your brain will thank you for it. Hey, my ADHD warriors. Ever feel like your mind's a bit scattered? Struggling to keep track of your day, stay focused, or just handle all the noise? Well, say goodbye to those distractions because Meta Ray-Bans have got your back and your brain. Look, these aren't just regular shades. Meta Ray-Bans are equipped with built-in smart technology to help keep your focus sharp and your day under control. Imagine no more fumbling for your phone. Just tap your frames to take calls or listen to music. Or when you need a quick break from sensory overload, one swipe and you're lost in your favorite podcast or playlist. It's that easy. With their sleek, stylish design, you can seamlessly navigate your world, cutting through distractions and staying focused on what matters most. Plus, they sync with your phone and easily set reminders. And if you're anything like me and you forget the thing that you just went upstairs for, they're perfect. Whether you're out and about, working, or winding down, Meta Ray-Bans are here to keep your ADHD in check while you're looking like a super spy. So why not give your focus the boost it deserves? Check out Meta Ray-Bans today and see the world through a lens that was designed for you. So head on over to dadhdwss.com/start here and discover how these smart glasses can level up your day. Meta Ray-Bans, the shades that think for you. That's dadhdwss.com/START-HERE. and get yours today. So here we go with a little science of water and ADHD. So research believe that people with ADHD may have lower interoceptive awareness. This is basically an awareness of when we would get hungry, thirsty, tired, too hot, or in pain, etc. So the first thing it does is enhanced focus and concentration. Water helps maintain the balance of neurotransmitters in our mind. It also helps improve concentration and mental alertness by increasing blood flow to the brain. Next thing it does is improve memory. It helps facilitate the flow of nutrients and oxygen to the brain, thereby improving cognitive function, specifically focus and mental clarity, which we could use a lot more of. Mood stabilization. ADHD can lead to mood swings, irritability, and emotional dysregulation, and dehydration only exacerbates this. Adequate water helps regulate emotions and promote a balanced hormonal and electrolyte system, reducing stress and preventing fatigue. Enhanced executive function. Now, executive function involves skill sets like planning, organizing, and time management. Is often impaired in ADHD. Proper hydration helps optimize brain function, supporting better decision making and task completion. It boosts energy levels. Wow. ADHD is often associated with fluctuating energy levels, including fatigue and low energy. Water helps to keep you energized throughout the day, promoting better endurance during tasks. So, better quality sleep. Sleep disturbances like insomnia and restlessness are often reported from those with ADHD. Proper hydration can support good sleep patterns and relaxation, which is essential for managing ADHD symptoms. Support for medical side effects. ADHD medication, particularly stimulants, can cause side effects such as dry mouth and headaches. Water helps to mitigate these and increase the effectiveness of that medication. So, better decision making. Impulsivity is a core ADHD symptom, often leading to quick, unplanned decisions that can lead to uncomfortable and unintended consequences. A lack of adequate hydration has been shown to negatively impact one's decision-making process. Drinking water at regular intervals can help with self-regulation and more thoughtful decisions. Not that it's going to completely change you, but every little bit helps. Creates better habits. We tend to struggle with maintaining consistent habits. I know I do. Developing a hydration routine, e.g., as in drinking a glass of water every hour, helps to build structure in our daily life. Staying hydrated is a simple, actionable step that can increase feelings of accomplishment and reduces headaches. Water is like a superhero when it comes to attacking headaches. One of the most common causes of headaches is dehydration. When you're not drinking enough water, your brain can temporarily shrink and pull away from the skull. Yeah, that's as unpleasant as it sounds. When you're well hydrated, your blood flows more freely. This helps deliver oxygen and nutrients to your brain, keeping everything running smoothly. Without enough water, your blood can thicken, slowing down circulation and leading to headaches. Water also helps maintain the balance of electrolytes like sodium and potassium in your body. So, with all that said, Water has a host of benefits, including enhanced focus, concentration, executive function, improved memory, mood stabilization, and boosted energy levels. It also helps with creating better habits, getting better quality sleep, a true must-have, support for medical side effects, and greatly reducing the chances of getting headaches and their severity. So if you listen to the last episode, you understand the importance of sleep, and this actually helps with that sleep. So if you didn't get a chance, I would highly recommend you going back to that last episode. I just want you to be clear that although water is an essential ingredient in these benefits, it's not going to fix the challenges that come with ADHD. In my experience, that only comes from seeking professional help and applying the tools and suggestions regularly in my life. Just remember to start small and celebrate the little wins. We need those wins. We need that dopamine because you're going to do things to help improve the quality of your life. You're taking back your life with just, and it doesn't take a lot. So take it from me. It took a long time for me to really see the values of adding this in my life, and it didn't happen overnight. So try not to get discouraged when you fall short. We all do.
I hate water. I have it right here because I'm forced to drink it to keep my body functioning, but I'd rather drink coffee all day.
Yeah.
I will probably only have drink down to the strawberry in the next 2-3 hours because I don't like water.
Yeah, I totally get that.
It's the defiance in me, the defiance disorder in me, where I'm just I have to do this. Well, I'm not going to because you told me to. So F you,
Well, maybe if you looked at it as a fuel for your brain, because I definitely had the same type of relationship with water.
Yeah.
But do you deal with headaches?
I do. I'm definitely there. Yeah, I was not somebody who carried water around with me before, and now in the last few years, I've definitely recognized where, if you're starting to have a sensory overload, or maybe you're getting overwhelmed, that it's a tool to be able to help cope. And I always recommend for my clients, hey, if you're having a hard time, grab a straw, grab a cup of water, and just take slow sips, because that's the best way that you can regulate yourself.
Yeah.
So it's a tool
that
awesome. We take advantage of. So
no. Not enough.
Why is that?
Well, today I put iodized salt in my water because salt helps with thyroid regulation. But I put too much into this.
Oh wow!
My water tastes bad. But otherwise, well, I'm from Australia, and we have a filter dispenser for water, and I drinking the water from home. I'm not a fan of elsewhere.
Yeah.
So I'm is this water clean? Is this water filtered? So that's kind of my excuses to not drinking enough water at the moment. But in general, not really. Anyway.
Yeah. What do you think would help with that?
Honestly, for me, I just forget. So a reminder to drink.
I try to drink a water before, at least one bottle of water before I leave out, and start my day, and then another one before I get to my destination.
Okay.
Not all the time. It's not always.
Well, with ADHD in particular, water is a fuel for our brain. It's do you ever suffer from brain fog? Yeah, that's
all the time. Yes. How many bottles of water do you drink a day?
I try to drink around 120, not bottles, but liters.
Oh, liters.
So that's about 6 tall glasses of water, 6 to 7.
It isn't 8 bottles of water is usually the amount a human is supposed to intake per day.
I try. Yeah, I try. I used to drink a lot more. I'm slacking.
Okay, yeah.
But, I would say I think we both drink a good amount. Yeah.
It's during my work shift, I have a bottle of water, and that's when what I drink.
Yeah,
And the
I heard
only
that.
time I drink outside of water is lunch and dinner. I'll have like a cup or two of juice or something like that. But I try to focus on drinking more water.
Okay. What helps you with that?
My Stanley. I just gotta. I'm a mug collector. I like mugs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure thing.
So I have a lot of them, but I just got a Stanley, and yeah, I refill that thing constantly. So.
We've both played soccer for our entire lives, so water has always been like drilled into us as really important.
Yeah.
Like that.
So you notice when you don't get as much water, like the effects.
Yeah.
Like, do you get headaches?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I cramp a lot too. I don't drink water.
Yeah, I do actually. So like in Sheets, they have those big smart waters, 2 for $8. Like I'm
Wow.
hammering those every day, man. That's my go-to for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
But
So
no, I was an athlete back in the day, so that's definitely one of the big focus points for me is keeping my body fueled, hydrating properly, all those things. So yeah, man.
So do you notice like when you don't, like do you
Oh,
get like
yeah.
headaches?
Oh yeah, headaches. You don't feel as active either, honestly. Feel right. Something's off, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
You're just not yourself. But I mean, it's because your body's literally like deteriorating. Like you're dehydrated. You don't have the fuel in your body that you need because you need the water in your body to fuel your muscles.
Yeah.
So, yeah, definitely.
Now, here's an interesting benefit of water that I found after listening to the ADHD Woman's Well-Being podcast with Kate Moriosef. And she talked to Dr. Catherine Keller about her experience being drawn to water after a period of grief in her life, and that water has this intuitive calming nature, no matter like if it's still or wild waves, that it really like kind of mirrors your emotional state of being. She also talked about living water, and that water is just not just another element, that it has a special reciprocal nature, that once you get in water, it actually takes a part of you and you take a part of it. And it's very playful in its nature. So it's not just some normal element that to be taken like for granted, that it's something that, you know, is special and life-giving, and like I said, has so many benefits to it, beyond just the surface ones that we see. So the psychological side is like, she talks about the vagus nerve and how this stress from cold water, when you get in cold water, whether that be a shower or a cold body, you actually causes stress from that cold water. But when your body gets used to that kind of stress, it actually helps with other stress in your life. So this is actually promotes dopamine and serotonin levels, which we are in dire need of. So stress such as depression or anxiety or inflammation, this has a great benefit for. And it doesn't take long. She says the benefits come in just the first 3 minutes of being in the water. So I often take like cold showers, and I notice like, you know, you can't help but be mindful in these situations. So that's something that you might want to try out. And those same dopamine and serotonin boosts come when we're out in nature and we see bodies of water or get views of water. So keep that in mind, because there are so many ways that we can't live without water. Hey there, ADHD warriors. I know you've been enjoying my podcast, and I love you for it. That's why I got something special for you. I'm excited to invite you to join my Patreon community. Now, you might be wondering, why should I even sign up? Well, Let me tell you exactly why it benefits you. First off, by becoming a Patreon supporter, you're not just helping me create more content. You're unlocking exclusive benefits just for you. We're talking early access to new episodes, bonus content that dives even deeper into powerful strategies for ADHD and depression, and exclusive merchandise. Plus, you'll get to join an amazing community of like-minded individuals who are all about advocating, learning, and thriving with ADHD and depression. But that's not all. As a member, you'll get a personal shout-outs in the episodes and have the chance to vote on future topics. So your voice helps shape the direction of the show. Have burning questions or ideas you want to explore? Patreon members can submit questions directly to me, and I'll tackle them in upcoming episodes or Q&As. So if you've been loving the podcast and you want to take this journey further, head over to patreon.com/Ron Sowers and choose the tier that works for you. Your support helps me continue to provide the ADHD and depression content you love while giving you the extra perks to get even more out of it. Join the family, level up your ADHD game, and let's keep this movement going strong together. I can't wait to see you on the other side. So once again, that's patreon.com/RonSours. Your next step towards thriving with ADHD starts now. So here we go. 11 tips that can help you to drink more water. According to the Mayo Clinic, water is essential for every cell of your body to function correctly. It is an amazing substance, as I've stated before in the beginning, that assists with your digestive system, flushes toxins from the body, promotes good kidney function, keeps your joints and muscles lubricated, supports healthier and younger looking skin, and helps regulate body temperature. In other words, everyday life would be that much harder without the adequate amount of water. Their recommendation for the minimum daily intake for water is women 11.5 cups or 92 ounces of water, and for men is 15.5 cups or 124 ounces of water daily. Now, for us with ADHD, it can be a real challenge to come up with ways that help us remind us to drink water. I know for me, this was an incredible challenge. I've been reminded my whole life I need to drink more water. I would get headaches for days, like from poor consumption and eating too much sugar and staying up too late and, all types of things. And I would just wonder, like, why I would get that way. And honestly, like, I just felt like that was just me. And after doing some of this research, like, I felt like, wow, it makes more sense, like, what's happening, like, especially with that brain suction, like, that just, that sounds awful. So, especially when we have trouble remembering basic things such as eating, our keys, or even flossing teeth, and now you want to add water to the mix. Well, I completely understand, because it wasn't until I got the help and started to see the benefits of drinking the adequate amount of water that my life completely changed. I'm not saying that the headaches aren't there. I'm just saying that they don't last for days and they're not as intense. And my overall well-being is incredible just from drinking that water. I was sold, and I hope you are too. So here are some creative strategies that might align with your unique way of thinking and planning. So game one is gamifying your water intake. So turn drinking water into a fun challenge or game. Apps that you can download on your phone that I've tried include Plant Nanny, which you're actually watering a virtual plant, which is kind of cool. And that one has worked for me. Or try making it a game. Like if you drink 2 cups of water, you get a break. Or if you drink 5 cups of water, you get a small treat. In the end, the health benefits are the real reward. 2, visual cues. Try using sticky notes with reminders in places that you'll find, that you'll see, such as your desk, bathroom mirror, or fridge. Use bright colors or fun stickers even to make them eye-catching and give you a little dopamine hit. The next one is habit stacking. So this is a powerful technique that suggests pairing drinking water with habits that you already have. For example, drink water when you take your medication, or grab a bite or work out. By doing this, you link this new habit with an established routine, thereby making it easier to remember. I usually get some water when I go to the bathroom, when I come back from the bathroom. Number 4 is drinking smaller quantities more often. By drinking smaller amounts more often, it breaks down the process, making it feel less daunting. Having to drink 15 cups of water sounds like a tall task, especially after you just gulp down the first one. The idea is to take small sips every 10 to 15 minutes throughout the day. After all, the benefits of drinking are enhanced when you do it slowly throughout the day rather than in spurts. Your body retains the water much better this way. And the 5th one is getting a smart water bottle. There are several different types of water bottles that have built-in timers or lights up when you need to take a drink. I personally prefer the Hydrate Spark water bottle because it lights up after you take a drink, when the bottle is empty and after you refill it. And it goes crazy when you hit your daily water goal. It comes with an app that syncs with your phone that allows you to adjust your daily goal, the color, and more, and even has a paid subscription feature. So honestly, if I had to pick one of these, this would be it. This is like having the cheat code. And I know this can really help you, and it's super easy to use and set up. Just head on over to my website, dadhdwss.com/resources. That's dadhdwss.com/RESOURCES and grab yours today. Now the next one, number 6, is add flavor or texture. So flavor and texture can make a huge difference for those who find plain water unappealing. I prefer water that is ice cold, so try adding ice and even fruit flavoring to your drink. One liquid water enhancer that I prefer is Stir, because it's naturally sweetened and it's high in vitamin C and antioxidants. Also try drinking water with a straw or opting for sparkling water. Number 7 is create a visual tracker. Set up a chart or use a whiteboard to mark off every glass of water that you consume. Crossing things off can really be satisfying and motivating, and really like give you that dopamine hit that you need. Again, you can use stickers or a color-coded marker as a bonus motivator for each glass you consume or other goal that you might meet. Number 8 is switching up water bottles or cups throughout the day. Now, this one's interesting. So switch up your water bottles at different times. Can keep things interesting. Try a travel mug, a mason jar, or a cup with a lid and a straw. Different shapes, textures, and colors can help maintain interest and make the habit more enjoyable and feel like you're making progress. Like I'm on to, the blue SpongeBob cup. Like that means, that I'm doing really well. So 9 is a water reminder app with notification. The water tracker app is a great one that I recommend because it's easy to set up by plugging in your info. It also shows up on your notification and makes a cool pouring water sound to remind you that it's time to take a drink. Number 10 is fidget with water. Keep your water bottle nearby and use it as something to do with your hands. That way you will naturally drink more water and appear less fidgety. So if you find yourself fidgeting, let water take over that habit. Every time you tap your fingers or bounce your leg, take a sip. And the last one, number 11, is celebrate the little wins. Give yourself positive reinforcement for each glass of water that you drink. So acknowledge your effort. You're doing a great thing. Even with something small like a mental pat on the back or a thank you. Writing a thank you note to yourself. Like, thank you for doing this for us. I find that I don't give myself enough credit for the good things that I'm doing for myself. Set up a reward system where you accumulate points towards a small prize, be it a milkshake or a new Star Wars book. You earned it. So with these ADHD-friendly strategies, drinking water can become more enjoyable and an achievable daily habit. It's all about finding what works for you, making it fun, engaging, and celebrating your successes. Look, you got this far. You are amazing. Keep up the good work, my ADHD warriors. And as always, subscribe, and may the source be with you.
One problem we have is we tend to go to the toilet frequently if we drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
So to avoid that, like a very small pinch of sea salt, like Celtic sea salt on the water. Not big enough for you to taste it. Just a small pinch. That tends to make the water balanced. So when you drink it hydrates you instead.
Okay.
I do that.
So like a specific type of salt or any salt?
If you can, Himalayan or Celtic salt.
Celtic salt, okay.
So that is good.
Well, I've learned something today.
Yeah, that doesn't make you pee as much, If you just plain water, it won't go into your bloodstream.
No, so actually I have a crazy story. So when I was 17, I was on my way home from a friend's house. We had just worked out. And I experienced, it was a low potassium level. So the potassium level is what fuels all the muscles in your body.
Okay.
It's supposed to sit between like 3.4 to 3.6. And if it drops below 2.4, then your body can start going into cardiac arrest and you can die. And I was driving home from my friend's house, and I had a stick shift Civic, and I'm driving, and my hand starts cramping like this, and then it felt like someone was stabbing me in the heart.
Wow.
I was like, damn, what is happening? And I was with my friend, thankfully, and he didn't know how to drive stick, so I'm sitting there. I got out of the car, I fell into a ditch, and
that's crazy.
Yeah, dude, I literally thought I was dying. I didn't know what was happening. And my friend got in the car, he didn't know how to drive stick, so I'm like, and my voice started to go out, so I couldn't talk. Like I was like stuttering.
Oh wow, that must have been scary.
I told him to push the clutch in with like my hand and whatever I could spit out, and then I put it in gear, and I told him to just hammer the gas and just dump the clutch. And like we rode in first gear all the way to my friend's house because it was like 2 minutes away. So we rode all the way to my friend's house in second gear. His mom is a physician's assistant. She's a PA. So I knew she would know what to do, and we got there, and she got me like an orange juice, a banana, these gummies, like all this stuff that was perfectly what I needed. And then they rushed me to the hospital, and they said that my potassium level was at 1.9, and like I was starting to go into cardiac arrest, and I was gonna die.
Wow.
But they caught it just in time, and I was very blessed to survive that. But the reason it happened is because I was getting in shape for college soccer.
Yeah.
And I was working out twice a day, running a bunch every day, and I wasn't fueling my body properly. I wasn't eating enough potassium, I wasn't drinking enough water. So literally, it's those little things that add up over time. Like that, they said it only took a couple months for it to happen because I was working out so much and not fueling myself right.
Yeah.
So yeah, like it almost cost me my life not being diligent in what I eat and what I drink throughout the day. So yeah, I think drinking water has definitely been one of the main focus points for me throughout my life since that happened. That was 5 years ago. I'm 22 now, so I'm very
That's
fortunate
amazing.
to be in good health now, and have that knowledge in my head now to give to other people. I try and tell others whenever.
Well, that's awesome.
they're
You like
athletes or, doing
trying to
something
help
like that.
people out and
Yeah.
spread that knowledge.